Hello ladies and gentlemen, Robert Raven here. Today we're going to do episode 29 of Eric/Maximilian solo campaign. When last we left off, we were given the opportunity to do a trial, and if we pass the trial, we get a month off before we have to go to the capital, and then we will become holy knights for the kingdom. Because that was what Lucy was offered by the king. And so we will pick up in our room as we're getting ready. Lucy gets ready, I get ready, I get good boy ready, and we start walking to the headmaster's room. Let's see if anything, nope, nothing happens on in the halls. And let's see if anything happens in the cafeteria. 95, yep, let's see if it's good or bad. 19, alright, someone tries to pick a fight with us while in the cafeteria, and as we walk in, and this kid tries to like sneak attack us to get the upper hand, because we'll say it's one of the heroes because he's mad at losing to Lucy. He will like try and sneak attack her, but before he can, you know what, let's see. We've got his stats right here. Let's check him out. Alright, he's got a plus. Alright, so he only got a 7. And yeah, good boy goes first. So good boy attacks and engulfs him in vines. He uses one combat point to like engulf him and entangle him in vines, and then he uses his other 2 combat points to like anchor the vines to like the ground and the wall of the cafeteria, and so that he's like pinned there. And we just walk away, and we get to the spiral staircase. See if there's any teachers. 59, yep, there's a teacher there. Good or bad? Alright, so bad. They are going to scold us for what we just did in the cafeteria. They seen it as they were on their way to the dean's room as well. And so they are like attempting to scold us, but we're like, look here, dude, we're just about to go take our trial, and then we're gonna be out of this fucking place. We're sick of this school. And the teacher gets angry and attempts to attack us and rolls a natural 1. Oh, that is terrible for the teacher. Well, the teacher attempts to attack us, and as the teacher tries to attack us, good boy, let's see, let's use his alright, so they don't get engulfed by his bite, but they do get bit in the throat, and they take, it's 1d10, 8 plus his ham, and so, let's see, what is, and, alright, so, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so the teacher takes 13 damage as he's bitten in the throat by Good Boy, and that's only one of Good Boy's or 2 of Go Boy's combat points. He still has 1 more, and the teacher's in his throat, like crying, or in his mouth, like crying and bleeding and choking on his own blood. And we like look down and pet Good Boy, and we're like, it's alright, let him go. And so Good Boy lets him go, and we look at him and we go, get to the nurse if you can. And he starts to like scramble and like drag himself, and leaving a trail of blood down the hall as the teacher's trying to pull himself to the nurse's office. And we then go up the spiral staircase, and as we attempt to knock on the door opens, and we walk in. The dean says, "Are you ready for your trial?" And me and Lucy look at each other. We both look at Good Boy. We all look at each other. We look at the dean, and we go, yes, we're ready to kick some ass so we can leave this stupid school and go and be holy knights. We're gonna take down the fucking demon lord. And as Lucy says that, the dean says, well, in order to become holy knights, you must first complete the dungeon and its 5 rooms that lay beneath this school. If you think this school's so stupid, can you beat its final graduation challenge? And as the dean says that, he slams down his staff, and we are teleported into this room right here. And we'll say we're all right here in the same square. This square, each square is 10 feet. And as we appear in the room, we notice it is a dimly lit room that is old, and it smells like damp and musky and of like fungi, and it looks like a catacomb. And let's see if there's any monsters or traps. 50 and higher is monsters, 49 and lower is traps. So 42, there's traps. Let's do a D4. 3, there are 3 hidden traps within this room, and they cannot be magically detected or like detected in any way. That's part of the dean's spell that he has put on them. And so let's let me roll a d6 real quick and check my notes to see what kind of traps they are. 1. Alright, let's see. Traps. Alright. Okay. So, as we notice that there's nothing really in this room that we see right off the bat, as we're just like looking around over here. But as we right before we go to like take our step, we notice on the wall there is 2 different like it looks like old languages. One is ancient looking like letters, and one is weird looking symbols. So let's see if we know any of these. Nope. And no. Does Lucy notice them? No, Lucy doesn't even notice them. Good boy notices the writing on the wall. He does know the letters, like what language they are and what it says. Let's see if he knows and he does also know what the runes say. Makes sense. He is 1,000 years old. And so, as good boy, as we take our first step of our 30 feet, for, our first, alright, and then we'll see if we landed on a trap or not. 40, nope, we're good. Or wait, no, low, okay, well, yeah, low as we did step on a trap. So, as we're, going here to look and see, as we're stepping here is when we see the writing on the wall. But as we step here is when we also simultaneously trigger a poisonous gas trap. As the room slowly begins to fill with gas from here, and it will move 1 square it'll move 2 squares in each direction every turn. And as we notice the room starting to fill with this green mist, we cover our mouths real quick, and Lucy as Lucy says, it's poison, cover your mouth. And good boy is like, I can handle poison. And Lucy goes, me too, but he can't. And so we cover our mouth, and we already have our eyes covered because of our blindfold, and so our eyes will be fine. And let's see. We'll have good boy tell us what it says now, before we continue and the turn's over and the room fills up more. So, as we're stepping on this, and me and Lucy's telling us to cover our mouth, and because she notices the gas and stuff, a good boy and me notice what's on the wall, but I don't know what it says. He does. He turns to me and Lucy, and he says, Lucy, did you not notice this on the wall? And she says, no, I'm kind of occupied with the mist the poisonous mist that's filling up in the room. And then good boy says, well, there's 2 different types of demonic language written here. One from about 300 years ago, and one from my time, 1,000 years ago. And we look at him and we're like, what do you mean demonic language? It underneath the school? And he's like, yeah, that the first one says, he who enters shall know thine fire. And the second one says, whoever enters shall begin their end. And that's all it says. But it's written in demon language for some reason. And these catacombs do look quite old. This is the type of stone that we used to build things back in my time. And so, I mean, maybe the school's built on top of, like, an old town or something that was overran by demons. I don't know. But the headmaster called it a dungeon, Lucy says. And we're like, well, I guess we'll figure out if we can get past this. And so we will continue. We will take our second step. And then we'll see if on our second step we trigger the second trap or not. Let's actually roll that. No, we do not trigger the second trap. Alright, let's take our third step. Trying to avoid the mist that's right here. Alright, so we're right here. Alright, let's see if we trigger a trap. Alright, 14, we trigger a trap. So we trigger a trap right here. This first is extends 2 in each direction. And then we trigger this one, which would be 4. 1, 2, and then 3, 4. So this whole area is filled with mist. And we're just about to barely escape it, hopefully. As it's like just starting to get up to us, and we're beginning to like smell it and almost like choke and cough. We are able to take a step and like get away, like almost out of it all the way. We're like right out of it. And 46, we trigger the last one, which fills this whole first section with mist. And it will move throughout the chambers. It will move 4 blocks each turn. And so now, as we step on that and we're like right in the mist, Lucy and Good Boy are both immune to poison. However, we are not. So, alright. Okay, that's a 27. We failed our first roll. If we fail 2 more, we will see what happens. Alright, we take our second step and our third step. Alright, and then the mist goes more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and then we can, it's our turn. Let's see if we can, 71. Alright, we make our save for this turn as we're like covering our mouth. And Good Boy is helping like guide us as we're starting to cough. Alright, 1, 2, and 3 steps. Alright, And then this goes up, let's say it goes up 1, 2, and then it goes 4 all together, so we'll say it goes 1 this way and 1 this way. So it can start traveling down, the mist starts traveling down like both corridors. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we are now here. And let's see if we succeed on our save. Alright, 53. Alright, we're still doing good on our save. So let's go 1, 2 for the mist. And 1, 2 this way for the poisonous mist. And let's say as at the beginning of our turn, 90. Alright, so we make it. Alright, so we notice that the mist keeps filling up. As far as we can tell, it's like everywhere, and we are like, alright, is there any way to like get rid of this? And so as we're sitting there thinking if there's a way to get rid of this, let's see if we're able to think of no, we're not able to think of a way that we can get rid of it with our water magic. And so we will just go ahead and continue 1, 2, 3 squares. We'll make our save. 96, nice, we make our save. And as we come around the corner and we're like got our mouth covered, we're trying to not breathe in the fumes. That's right, it goes more. So let's say 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Alright, and then we notice that there's a room back here, and we remember the headmaster saying we had to complete all 5 rooms, and so we're like, alright, let's do this. Lucy and Good Boy are just fine. They're like dancing around and just like having a good time walking through the damp, dark catacombs. As we walk through, our feet are getting wet, and we can feel like the moisture in the air and like smell the must and rot mixed with the smell of the poisonous mist. And let's go ahead and go up 1, 2, 3. So we'll go up 3, which makes this, we'll say 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and then, oh, I didn't mean to make it go in that spot. Alright, so as we see, or we'll get to like the entrance of this room, let's see if we can notice like anything right off the bat, or if the poisonous mist is blinding my view. Yeah, I can't see through the poisonous mist because I'm trying too much to like concentrate on breathing. Let's see. Okay, yeah, 39. So I failed my second save. Yeah, I'm trying to like, I'm coughing and like trying to not hit the ground. I'm trying to like concentrate and like breathe. Let's see if Lucy notices anything. Let's actually give that a roll. Alright, 24. No, Lucy don't notice anything. And 91. Okay, good boy notices something. Let's see what he notices. Alright, 75. It's a monster. Alright, we got a D6, 5. Let's see what monster it is. Alright, it is a... Alright, let's see how many. 4. There's 4 lightning lizards. As we walk into... We'll walk and we'll get to the entrance of this room. We can hear, like, the sound of crackling and booming, and there's like blue light glowing in the like corners of the room, and I don't notice it, Lucy doesn't notice it, but Good Boy does notice these like faint, like blue crackling lights. And so me and Lucy are like, well, we don't see anything in this room. How are we supposed to clear it? And Good Boy says, oh, there's definitely something here. Look in the corners. And as he says that, let's see if I can notice it or not. 58, yes, I notice it. And 96, yep, Lucy noticed it. Okay, so we both notice the 2 lightning lizards in this corner, but we don't see these ones because we're right here. So we can only see these 2 at like the immediate back of the room, and not the 2 hiding in the corners. And as we notice that, we let's see, alright. Okay, so me and Lucy go first, and then the lightning lizards, and then Good Boy. Alright, so as I notice this like small, maybe 1 foot in length, like crackling blue light in the corner, I choose to walk towards it. 1, 2, 3, and as I walk into the light begins to burst and crackle and explode with lightning as a giant 5-foot tall bipedal lizard made of pure lightning appears and wraps itself around us. Let's see if we get grappled or not. Okay, so we do get grappled. It's successful. Well, actually, let's see. It rolled a 64. We rolled a 60. So, yes, it's successful. And we, let's, wrong one. This one. We need, it does 2d12, but it's going to deal double damage to us since we, are water. So, that'll be 22 and 22, so 44, as we get grappled and electrocuted by this lightning lizard as we step into its area. And then that's one of our 3 combat points gone, or 4 combat points gone. We're going to spend another one to attempt to break free, and that's a 13. So as we attempt to break free, we notice that, like, as we try and, like, move our arms and, like, break him and, like, push his arms away, he goes incorporeal real quick, and, like, our arms go through the lightning, and we take 8 lightning damage as we, like, get jolted, and then he, like, makes his arms solid again and, like, grabs our wrists and, like, re-grapples us, because we don't escape. And, as that happens, we're like, oh, fuck, dude. And so, we're gonna spend our last 2 combat points and 50 mana points to, create a burst of water to attempt to, overload, his electricity. And, okay, so we are able to create the massive amount of water with no water here. And he is overloaded. So as we are, like, getting electrocuted from him grabbing us and grappling us, we begin to, like, make water come out of every pore of our body, and then we, like, concentrate and make the water spiral and whip around us, and it, like, engulfs the both of us. And as he gets engulfed in water, it short circuits him and he explodes. And now we, and he, like, as he explodes, he fills up the whole room with an explosion. And all of us, I fail my save. Well, actually, I rolled a, yeah, I won in a double, actually, no, I rolled a 100. So because it was a 1 and a double 0, so I succeed. Lucy, or wait, no, that's a fail. And then, I fail, Lucy fails, and Good Boy, succeeds, because that's not a 100, that's a 1, I forgot. 000 is 100. And then, so Good Boy is the only one that dodges the lightning. So this lightning does 4d6, and it's going to deal double damage to us. So 6, 8, and 8, so 6, yeah, so 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, so, okay, so 22. Alright, so we are down to, like, 120 health. Yeah, let me mark this down so I don't forget, because I was able to add it all up, Alright, so we're almost dead. And thankfully we're out of the gas. If we can stay out of the gas for 3 turns, then the saves will reset. But now it is the lightning lizard's turn, and this lizard seen has seen us like explode his buddy, and so he's like super angry, and they're super fast. They can move 5 squares. So he is going to like jolt over here to me, and at the beginning of the turn. So we'll say the poisonous gas goes here and here, and then because it's the beginning of each turn, and then I forgot. On my turn, it was supposed to fill up too, so we'll do it here, and here, and then here, and there. Alright, and as the lightning lizard darts into our space, he is going to try and, okay, so he misses his first attack, and then as he notices that his, claws bounce off of our armor, that's when he, gets even angrier, and he tries to bite, and his bite also, as he tries to bite down, his teeth break and shatter on our armor, because our armor is 35. It's way higher than the 18 that he rolled. And as his teeth shatter, that's when he gets super angry, and he's going to unleash an ability that requires percentiles. He is going to unleash a lightning burst, and he is successful, and I do not dodge it. Lucy does not dodge it, and once again Good Boy does dodge it. Oh, the internet cut out. Hopefully it'll come back and the music will start playing again. Well, Good Boy dodges it again, and let's see, this one does 2d6, so Lucy takes 5, and Lucy takes 11, and we take 10 and 6, so we take 16, so we are dropped down. I need to keep track because we are almost dead. We're at 114. Alright. And wait, no, that did 16. So we're at 106 or 104. That's right. Yeah, we're at 104. Alright. And now it is Lucy's turn. And at the beginning of Lucy's turn, the mist will fill up here and here. There's its 2 square, 2, and then 3, 4, and then as Lucy notices the lizard, lightning lizard over here, she will use her one of her combat points to move to where we are, and she will look at the lizard and activate her eyes for her second combat point, and the lizard succeeds and it is not paralyzed, and so she spends her she gets scared and spends her third combat point to go into her demon form, and that's her turn. Now it's Good Boy's turn, and Good Boy, let's see, he's worried about me, so let's see if he can use his vines. Yep, 90. He uses one of his combat points to use his vines to grab me and pull me back over here, out of the poisonous gas in the room, because the gas is now in the room, and like down this hall it's dissipated from this whole area. And so as I'm now back here, Good Boy is going to walk in front of me. He's going to spend his second combat point, and he's going to go up here with Lucy. And then he's going to spend his third combat point to make to see if he can do, there it is, a vine eruption. Yep, vine erupt. And he's not targeting Lucy, but he does know of this one, and this one. So let's see, the first one, 27 does not dodge. 42 does not dodge, and 34 does not dodge. So all of them get hit by his vines for 3 damage, but they are grappled and restrained until they can spend 3 combat points or until another creature can spend 3 combat points for like an outside source to make them free. So now they are like permanently trapped, and we can just freaking hack and slash them. So he's gonna, it's now, oh wait, hold on, at his turn, the mist fills, we'll say these 2 squares, and then up here, and up here, or down here. And then, at the beginning of my turn, the mist is beginning to dissipate from this room, and it's still traveling down here and here too, and then we'll say 1, 2, and then at the beginning of my turn, I notice that all of them are entangled, and I didn't even see these 2 at first until Good Boy did his burst, and then I noticed that he wrapped something up over in these 2 corners, and so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3 over to this corner, so that I can get the one that I see behind him, to try and cover his back. And as I go over there, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to try and overload it. So let's see if I can make it costs 2 combat points. It costs 1 combat point to get over there. So we got 3 left, and then we'll spend 2 of our 3. Okay, so we are able to create it, and it 90, it dodges our overload though, so it will take, it'll just take double damage, and it's 66, so for 12, so 14, 6, so 20, 2, so 22, 8, so the 28, 29, 30, and then 2, so 32, and it bursts and explodes anyway because they have 30 health. And as it bursts and explodes in electricity, alright, we dodge it finally. Lucy does not, and Good Boy does. So Lucy takes 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright. Lucy takes 14. Okay, she's down to 200. So alright. And Good Boy's still at full health. And he has 150. So now it is Good Boy's turn again, and Good Boy is hold on, the mist will go up to this way, and then 1 and 2. Alright, and then now Good Boy will notice that there's still 1 left, and he will use his special ability where he burrows underneath the ground, doubling his speed, and then he bursts up for a massive attack. And this one attacks armor. Oh man, he missed. Well, he just spent 2 combat points for nothing as he goes like come up for his bursting like bite claw combo, and he just like phases through, and as he phases through he takes 11 lightning damage. And so he's now at 139. Alright. And then he'll spend his last combat point to try and bite it. And he rolls a natural 1. Oh no. So as he tries to bite it, he gets electrocuted for only 6 damage, which isn't that much. He's at 133, but he becomes paralyzed, and we'll see for how long. Okay, it's only 1 turn. That's fine. Okay, well, Good Boy drops, as lightning begins to like surround and engulf his vein-like panther body. And as he drops and like begins to like roar out in pain, he freezes still, lying there on the ground, paralyzed. And as I don't notice this because I'm over in the corner, still facing the other way. I haven't turned around yet. Lucy is also up here in the corner because she was helping Good Boy, but she noticed Good Boy go this way, and Good Boy told her that, hey, I'm gonna go that way. And so she turns around because it's her turn, and she let's see. The mist is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we've been out of the mist for 3 turns, so the poisonous mist saves reset. But as Lucy turns around to like go help to see where Good Boy had gone, because they were gonna do like a combo attack or whatever, she notices him lying on the ground paralyzed, and so she spends 1, 2, 3, so 1 combat point, 2 combat points to get over to Good Boy, and then she looks up at the or actually no, it's only 1 because she's in her demon form. I forgot, so her speed's doubled, so she moves 6 squares right now. And so she looks right at the creature, the lightning lizard, and it succeeds its save. It rolled a 68, and it just laughs, and she like hears in her head, "You can't paralyze lightning, idiot." And as she hears that, it bursts and explodes itself. And as it explodes itself, let's see, Lucy does not dodge it, Good Boy can't dodge it, and I'm way over there, so it misses me. Okay, so Lucy takes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright, Lucy takes 14 damage. So 186. And Good Boy takes 4, 6, so 10 and 14 damage. So alright, so he's at 119. Alright, Good Boy. And then as that happens, we all like let out a like sigh of relief, and we're like, holy crap, dude, like what the hell has the game like come to? And Lucy's like, game? What do you mean game? And Good Boy's like, yeah, what do you mean game? And I look at them both and I go, well, don't you feel like the headmaster's obviously playing games with us? I mean, how in the hell did he expect us to finish this dungeon, dude? Like, has anyone ever finished this stupid thing? And as as my character says that, they both look at each other and go, well, yeah, I mean, it does kind of feel like he's playing games with us. I mean, he could have just, like, given us a magic trial or something to, prove that we have the magic skills to, graduate Magic Academy. But you know what? I see what you mean. He is playing games with us, isn't he? And as we're all talking about this, we're gonna start traveling down this area, and we're going to take a short rest here and rest up for a couple hours, and we'll get health points back. Let's see. It'll bring Good Boy back up to full health. So let's mark this down real quick. 150 for Good Boy. It'll bring Lucy back up to 250. And it'll bring myself back up to 250 as well. So 250. Alright, and we take our rest. And as we take our rest, all of the poisonous mist dissipates and is no longer there. And so we come out and we travel, and as we get here, we start coming down the 1, 2, 3, the corridors, and we'll see, and as we come around the corridor, we don't notice anything other than the deep dankness, but as we come around this corner, we notice that it is starting to get really dark, and thankfully we have magic sight so we can see. But as we get here, we notice that there are 2 different paths, and we are well, we were told to clear all the rooms. We have no clue how many rooms are on each which path, but we do know that we can see 2 paths, and we can see that one, this path goes down and then turns, and we can see that this path goes down and turns. We can't see this one because this is, we'll say this is a hidden door. Right here is a hidden door. And so let's decide what way we're gonna go. Alright, we're gonna go this way. So as we are walking up this way, we begin to smell something rotten in the air, and at first we think, oh, maybe there's remnants of the poison or whatever. But as we come up around this corner, we see a bunch of school uniforms and skeletons laying all along the ground. as it looks like there's a bunch of dead students that were sent down here and like eaten by something. And then as we come up around this corner, as we're in this 20-foot space, we notice that there is more skeletons and students' outfits, and then laying all over the ground. And then as we come up into this 20-foot space, we notice that there are skeletons of students hanging on chains from either sides of the walls. And then the same thing for this corridor in this 10, 20, 30, 40-foot space. There are student skeletons hanging from the wall. And as we're like seeing all this, and we're like, what the hell is all this, dude? Like, first there's demon language at the beginning of the dorm, then the shit starts filling up with poison, then there's these lightning fucking monsters, and now there's a bunch of fucking like students' corpses laying all over the ground and like hanging from chains all over the walls. Like, what the hell is the dungeon? This dungeon? Like, what's the dean doing down here? Well, does he know that like this is all down here, or does he just like send people here for his own amusement to play a game? And as we're all like talking about this, that's when we come around the corner and we come into the room. And as we come into the room, there is 4 things that can be in this room. So let's see. 2, if I remember right. That's not good. I think it was, 2 and 4. So as we come into this room, the room begins to fill with darkness. And it is a darkness that is so thick and heavy, it can be felt on the skin as if you are being submerged underneath the blackest of waters. And it gets dense and heavy, as if something like the size of a mountain is sitting upon your chest. And as we begin to feel this, we all become affected by both the frightened and paralyzed conditions, as we attempt to run away in fear, but are paralyzed at the same time, as we drop to the grounds and are just trying to run in fear, but we can't because our bodies won't move, as we can feel the ground shaking with every step as something comes towards us. And as it gets closer and closer, it finally reveals itself as it gets right up to us. And as it gets up to us, it reveals its face one time. And as we see the face of a dark, twisted wolf with horns and the wings of a bat, with the legs of a deer and the tail of a scorpion, with the arms of a mantis, and this just like amalgamation of a horrendous creature. It whispers in our ear, "The prince is here, fathers above. Time to snack." And with that, everything goes black as the Prince of Demons, hidden in his father's underground dungeon, hidden from all, no one knows that the Dean is secretly the Demon Lord, lying to everyone and disguising himself for the past 500 years. And as all of this is flashed to us through memories and thoughts telepathically, right as we understand, the Demon Prince bites all three of our heads off. Well, he bites my head off, and then he uses his mantis claws to chop the heads off of Lucy and Good Boy. And that will be the end of Eric/Maximilian's campaign, as we encountered the Demon Prince too early, and because we don't have any divine concept levels, and so since we are mortals, we automatically die within his presence. Thank you all. Like, subscribe, and I hope you all join us for our next campaign.